Hi friends, welcome on YourPedia, and you are watching on YourPedia the module of Assistant Environment Engineer for Telangana State Pollution Control Board. And in your syllabus there is a non-technical part also, and one of the very important component of non-technical part is your knowledge about your state, Telangana state. So this video is related to one of the most important topics related to Telangana state, which will come in your exam of AEE. As you know, YourPedia has started the module and completed the technical module a couple of days back, and non-technical technical entire module will be completed in July itself, along with the books will be provided to you and will be sent to you by the end of this month. And your exam tentative date is in September. It has not come. So in case you have not started preparing for Assistant Environment Engineer exam of Telangana state, you can start your preparation. So this is the non-technical component syllabus of Telangana. So these are the parts: current affair, international relations. So as you can see, this is a combination of topics from Telangana state and from India. So general studies topics, economy, polity, history kind of topics also, and some topics which are related to Telangana. So there are 15 topics, friends, in your Telangana state, and these are the topics which are dedicated for Telangana state. And today I'm going to cover Telangana statehood movement and formation of Telangana state. That is what I'm going to cover it for you. And the questions in the books which will be provided to you, these are the questions which questions of each topics will be provided to you. These are the questions which will be provided in the book which is dedicated for non-technical. So now from Telangana state previous year question paper, if we see from where the questions have come, so in this particular document I'm giving you the previous year questions which were asked from Telangana state movement, and the learning content I'll be providing you. State organization bill, that is this Andhra Pradesh State Reorganization Bill 2014. So Telangana state was created in 2014. So under which article of Indian Constitution it was created, what were various commissions, what were various and this particular bill has how many sections, how many schedules, how many parts, that all we will be discussing. So the at the time of creation of Telangana state in 2010, there was a committee headed by retired Supreme Court Judge Krishna committee. It is called Shri Krishna. It was created. He was Justice B.N. Shri Krishna, and there were other members also like Vinod Duggal, Professor Ravindra Kaur, and Ranveer Singh. So we will be discussing about that. So Shri Krishna committee constituted in 2010 for creation of Telangana state is very important, and you can expect questions from there. And then many questions you can expect from Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Bill 2014, and this act I'll be covering separately because this is a historical act. So when was it created? And Andhra Pradesh became the first Telugu speaking state created on the linguistic basis. So there was an entire movement for creation of Andhra Pradesh first. But this particular lecture is not related to creation of Andhra Pradesh. It is related to creation of Telangana in 2014. So this was another question asked related to this. And then many questions related to Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act. It is not Telangana Reorganization Act because Telangana was not created that time. So it is Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014. And that bifurcated Andhra Pradesh, and some districts went to Andhra Pradesh, some district went to Telangana. And dates are important because Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act basically once it gets the assent of the president, it bill becomes an act. So 1st March 2014 president gave the assent, and then 2nd June 2014 it came into existence. So Telangana officially as a state came into existence. So districts were divided. So 13 districts which were earlier in Andhra Pradesh, so specified for Andhra Pradesh, and some districts were for Telangana. So 26 districts were state was reorganized into 26 districts on administrative convenience. So 13 districts after formation of Telangana, so they were left with Andhra Pradesh. So this Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act also provided for creation of Institute of National Importance like IITs, IIMs and all. So that was a 12th 5-year plan and 13th 5-year plan. So in 2014, when Narendra Modi government came, that time 12th 5-year plan was going on. Planning Commission used to be there, but in 2015, Planning Commission was replaced by Niti Aayog, and 13th 5-year plan never came into existence. So it was the last 5-year plan was 12th 5-year plan. 13th 5-year plan never came into existence because 12th ended there, and then Niti Aayog replaced Planning Commission. So this is how it was mentioned there. Now let's talk about the content, and now read it carefully, friends. The content, please read carefully. So Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, it is commonly known as Telangana Act, is the act of Indian Parliament which splits Andhra Pradesh into Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. This is called Telangana movement, and 2 states were carved out. So Hyderabad was for the time being as a capital for both the states, but for Telangana it became permanent capital, and for 10 years Hyderabad was to be the capital of Andhra Pradesh also. So there are some parts, there are some sections, there are some schedule of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014. So Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act earlier was, this was a bill, it was not act, it was bill. It was rejected by Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly, and then bill was passed in Lok Sabha in Feb. And why it is 13? Because it was previous year 13, and 14th it was rejected by the Legislative Assembly. There is Article 3 of Indian Constitution which says that a new state can be created by simple majority by Parliament. Indian Parliament, we has 2 houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, by simple majority. That means 50% of the members of Parliament vote, sitting and voting. If that majority is there, new state can be created. It is very easy to create a new state for Parliament. So does the state which is being divided has any say into that? Answer is no. State opinion is taken, like Andhra Pradesh. It was the first time that Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly said no, we don't want to get divided, but it was divided. So on 13th January 2014, Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly voted against this division, but on 18th Feb 2014 and 20th Feb 2014, the Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha passed the bill. It was passed into official gazette on 2nd March, and 2nd June became the appointed day. So these are a couple of dates. 1st March, President gave the assent. 2nd March, it was published in the gazette, and 2nd June, appointment day. So these dates are important. 1st March 2014, 2nd March 2014, then 2nd June 2014. So this appointed new state was appointed, right? That is how it is there. So there was earlier group of ministers committee was formed in August. So the movement started in 2013. In fact, SM Krishna committee was established in 2010. But 2013 onward, there was Union Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde. He basically was given the responsibility, and he was chairing group of ministers committee who were to decide on the division of Andhra Pradesh. Other members were Finance Minister, Health Minister, Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister into that. And, there were Minister of State and PM also. So it also took the opinion of Shri Krishna Committee, which was created in 2010. So 2010 Shri Krishna Committee and Group of Ministers Committee 2013. These were the 2 very, very important committees which were created to basically decide about the creation of new state, that is Telangana. People were demanding for creation of Telangana. That was earlier Telangana was that part of Andhra Pradesh which was part of Nizam territory, Nizam's princely state it was. So Nizam of Hyderabad was basically in charge of that. So Article 3 of Indian Constitution, as I told you friends, can create a new state. So this bill, Article 3 of the Indian Constitution, as per this article, there is provision of opinion. So you have to take the opinion of Legislative Assembly. So opinion was taken, but if the opinion is not in favor, does not matter. Parliament can create a new state. So only 119 out of 294 MLAs in Andhra Pradesh State Legislative Assemblies were from Telangana. So they must have said yes, we want new state. But non-Telangana MLAs said no, we don't want. But this is how it all evolved. And then districts, once the state came into being, that is this residual Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, 2nd June it was created, that is a date. And Telangana with 10 districts and 13 districts to Andhra Pradesh. So how many districts to Andhra Pradesh, how many districts went to Telangana, that is very, very important. And it was for 10 years Hyderabad will be part of both the states as capital, but it will be permanent capital of Telangana. So these couple of informations are important for us, and later on which section talks about that Hyderabad should be the capital, under which section of Reorganization Act 2014 it is mentioned that Hyderabad will be the capital. So those kind of details are important, we should know that. So important points, now I'm giving you very important point for your exam. So bill was introduced in Lok Sabha in Feb, and it was introduced by Sushil Kumar Shinde, Home Minister, and it provided for reorganization of state of Andhra Pradesh, and it was passed with a simple majority. Telangana was to have 10 districts. So Telangana, these will be the districts, so maybe you can go through this, the name of the districts. And Andhra Pradesh and Telangana will have common capital for Hyderabad for first 10 years. So which section says that? We'll see that also. And government will create expert committee to recommend new capital. So where will be the new capital? So within 45 days, 2nd June, within 45 days of that, a committee will be set up which will decide about where will be the new capital of Andhra Pradesh. So governor of Andhra Pradesh will continue to be governor of both the states for the time being, and so as part of administration of common capital area of Hyderabad, so governor will be responsible for these kind of things. That was also mentioned. So bifurcation took place. Andhra Pradesh will have 11 seats in Rajya Sabha. Telangana will have 7 seats in Rajya Sabha. So division of MPs, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha is also important. So how many seats go to Telangana, MLA and MP? So 7 Rajya Sabha MP and 17 Lok Sabha MPs to Telangana. So you should be very clear how many MPs are in Telangana from Lok Sabha and from Rajya Sabha, right? And also Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly was also divided, and Telangana will be 119 MLA. So how many MLA Telangana, how many MP Lok Sabha Telangana, how many MP Rajya Sabha Telangana, and there is a Legislative Council also. So Legislative Council Andhra Pradesh will have maximum 50 members and Telangana will have 40 members. So there are 4 things now. One is MP Lok Sabha, MP Rajya Sabha, MLC, member of Legislative Council, member of Legislative Assembly, MLA Telangana, MLC Telangana, 40 MLC Telangana, 119 MLA Telangana, MP Lok Sabha, MP Rajya Sabha. So this is something which you should know. Now High Court at Hyderabad shall be common High Court for these states. Resource allocated by 13th Finance Commission. The 13th Finance Commission was going on at that time, and existing state of Andhra Pradesh will be given the resources. So how the resources are to be divided? So understand, the Finance Commission is under Article 280 of Indian Constitution, and it is constituted by President of India for 5 years. So it is for 5 years that Finance Commission is constituted. So Andhra Pradesh, this 13th Finance Commission was going on, and in 2014 the Planning Commission was still existing, and 12th 5-year plan was going on. 13th 5-year plan never took saw the formation. So Niti Aayog replaced Planning Commission in 2015. So Planning Commission was in charge of 12th 5-year plan. So 12th 5-year plan and 13th Finance Commission was going on. 13th Finance Commission is a constitutional body mentioned under Article 280, and the main role is to divide the resources among center and state and suggest the formula. So 13th Finance Commission was given this particular responsibility, how the resources will be provided. So this Pola Varam irrigation project, central government took the charge of it with the consultation of both the states and took it forward. There is a Greyhound training center in Hyderabad that was given for 3 years, common to both the states, and then later on Greyhound and Octopus forces which are there in that particular part. So for Andhra Pradesh will be redistributed between the 2 successor states. So central government will assist Andhra Pradesh and Telangana both to create additional police force. So Greyhound training center is for police in Hyderabad, and then for 3 years it was given to both the states. So there were some amendments. Representation of People Act 1950, Delimitation of Parliament and Assemblies Order 2008, and fourth and fourth schedule of Constitution were also changed for that. So there are 12 schedule in Indian Constitution. So first schedule and fourth schedule mention about the states. So first schedule talks about the boundary of the state. So whenever a new state is created, Telangana was created as a new state, so boundaries are to be decided accordingly, and name of the states, boundary of the states are to be mentioned in Indian constitution. So that is schedule number 1. So you should know which schedule of Indian constitution. When I teach you polity, I'll tell you which schedule of Indian constitution talks about what. So what is first schedule, what is second schedule, what is third schedule? In Indian polity, you will read about that. As of now, you understand that when we created a new state of Telangana, then in the reorganization of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014, which creates Telangana, actually mentions about the changes in these schedule of Indian constitution also. Like first schedule of Indian constitution will be amended, changed, and this thing will be added. A new state name will be added in that. Right, so this entire thing is under Article 3 of the Indian Constitution. So we are talking about articles of Indian Constitution also, and sections of new created act also, and schedules of Indian Constitution also. So Chandrababu Naidu declared in September 2014 that Andhra Pradesh wants to have a new capital between Guntur and Vijayawada, and he talked about Amravati on 1st April 2015. So he said that Amravati will be the new capital. That is what happened that time. But then Chandrababu Naidu government changed, and in January new government came, and the new government Jagan Reddy said that okay, let's have administrative capital, Vishakhapatnam legislative capital, Amravati judicial capital, Kurnool. So he trifurcated. I mean, a capital divided into administrative wing, and then into legislative wing, and then judicial wing. So but then it went into Andhra Pradesh High Court, and it's declared that it's not competent to divide the capitals like this into 3 components or 3 parts. So that is how it all evolved. So in the beginning, Chandrababu Naidu thought of Amravati as capital, but now Jagan Reddy thought of having 3 capitals for different wings of government. So that is how it all evolved. Now, institution of national importance as per 13th schedule of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act. So we are preparing this all for Telangana exam, but you will say, sir, we are not talking about Telangana Reorganization Act, because the name is Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014, because that time it was Andhra Pradesh only, and then it was bifurcated. So Government of India is to create new institution of national importance in these states, and in 12th and 13th plan never took place, and IITs, NITs, IIMs, these will be created, central universities will be created. So that is mentioned under 13th schedule. So there is chance that question can be asked that which schedule mentions what. So most important schedules also you should know, friends, of this particular Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014, which created Telangana. So this contains a very specific 13th schedule, but the most important schedule are this. First schedule talks about how to make a change into first schedule of the constitution. So boundaries, districts, successor names, those names and boundaries are to be mentioned in first schedule of Indian constitution. So Indian constitution has 12 schedule, and this act has 13 schedule. What is the first schedule of this act? Is to make some modification in first schedule of Indian constitution. Second and third schedule of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act talks about amendment to Representation of the People Act. That is a law by Parliament, and by which number of seats allocated to MPs and MLAs are there. That is also mentioned. Fourth schedule talks about number of seats to Rajya Sabha. So how the number of seats will be there. 8th, 9th schedule talks about listing various government companies, public sectors, which will be divided into 2. So we are dividing the asset between 2 states. 13th schedule talks about creation of national important institutions, central universities, etc. So these schedule, which are 13 schedule, out of which these are very important schedule. They are talking about creation of names, Telangana, new name of the state, and how it is to be added in Indian constitution. Second and third schedule talks about change of reorganization, Representation of People Act, etc. Fourth schedule talks about number of MPs in Rajya Sabha. Fourth schedule is about MPs Rajya Sabha, and fourth schedule also, if you go to Indian constitution, the fourth schedule talks about Rajya Sabha MPs, how the MPs are there. So I'll be discussing with you the 13 schedules of 12 schedule of Indian polity there, and then I'll link it up with the these 13 schedule of this particular act. 8th and 9th schedule talks about listing various government companies, corporations, asset and liabilities, and 13th schedule talks about how to create institutes of national importance. Let's talk about Shri Krishna Committee. So this committee was created on February 3, 2010 by Supreme Court retired judge B.N. Shri Krishna, and the objective was to examine the demand of separate Telangana state. People were asking for separate Telangana state. To examine that demand, it was there. So committee gathered a lot of information, and this was some of the findings. State should be kept as Andhra Pradesh only, as per this committee's recommendation. It proposed a 6th solution. Let it be Andhra Pradesh. Telangana regional councils will be created, keeping the state one but empowering statutory Telangana regional councils. So let's create Telangana regional council. So Shri Krishna committee did not say that let's create Telangana. It said let it be Hyderabad, one state, but create Telangana regional councils, which will have developmental and administrative powers. So bifurcation into Simandra and Telangana. So let's bifurcate it into Simandra and Telangana. That is the another thing. So Simandra basically splitting the state, Hyderabad as the capital of Telangana, and separate entity is to be created for Simandra. Sima means border. So Telangana will be the hinterland, inside land, and on coastal or boundary land will be Simandra. Bifurcation into Simandra and Telangana. So state splitting the state but keeping Hyderabad as union territory. So it said that okay, let's make Hyderabad as union territory as a common capital. So while we'll build a new capital for Simandra, what we know as Andhra Pradesh today. So division into Real Telangana. So creating Real Telangana state comprising Rayalaseema and Telangana district and coastal Andhra Pradesh. So it said okay, Rayalaseema and Telangana will be one and Andhra Pradesh will be another entity. And then keeping the state united, providing the development and specifically targeting the Telangana region. So this basically Shri Krishna committee was not in favor of dividing the or bifurcating the state into Telangana, Andhra Pradesh. It wanted that okay, let it be the same state, but let's divide it into basically let's create a different administrative structure within that state and give more power, authorities and all. Bifurcate into these two parts. That is Simandra into Simandra and Telangana, and create alternate capital. That is what was the 6th point given by this committee. Committee preferred option was to maintain united Andhra Pradesh and implement strong development measures and constitutional guarantee for Telangana. So this line is very, very important. If exam question comes, what Shri Krishna committee recommendation was to create Andhra Pradesh, united Andhra Pradesh, let it be united Andhra Pradesh, but implement strong development measures and constitutional guarantee for Telangana. But widespread protests were there. People were not happy for that, and this committee is also known as Consultation on Situation of Andhra Pradesh, CCSAP, and it was established by government in 2010. The members, please see the name of the members. So question was from Professor Ranveer Singh that time. He was one of the members. Chairman was B.N. Shri Krishna, and others were different members of this committee. Important sections of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act or bill, you call it bill or you call it act. The bill, when gets the assent of president, signature of president, it becomes act. So it got assent in 2014 itself. So state formation and capital. So these are the some important sections. Sections 3 officially creates new state of Telangana. So which section of this act 2014 creates Telangana as a state? Section 3. Section 5 says Hyderabad as a common capital for both for 10 years, right? Section 6 and 94, expert committee to identify new capital. So it is said that okay, expert committee will be constituted, which will create, which will finding the new capital for Andhra Pradesh, not Telangana. Telangana was Hyderabad only. So that was mentioned in section 6 and 94. So how to remember it? 6, 94, 100 minus 6 is 94. Section 47 to 67 is about financial administrative liabilities and apportionment between the two states. 94 section dictates physical measures, backward area development, tax incentives. Section 108 empowers the President of India to resolve dispute over resource allocation. That is 108. Section 78 talks about common governor. Section 18 talks about reservation for Anglo-Indian community as MLA. Section 15 to 29, allocation of the seats for Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Section 30 to 44, High Court, at Hyderabad. And Section 46 to 74 are for division of asset, liability, etc. And Section 84 to 91 talks about Apex Council for River Water Resources, Krishna and Godavari River Management Boards and all. These are the sections which were created. So friends, I think this is the learning content which you have to go through, but most important thing is not the learning content. Most important thing are the questions. 125 questions I am giving you, and I am very sure questions which will come in your exam will be from these 125 questions, because these things are covered. These questions are not only from this content which I give you, but from most expected other questions also which have been asked in different exams. Pattern we have kept is for Telangana state, only previous exams, but these are the questions. So the questions you will get is from different things, right? So so you will find in the solutions some of the important information, like 2nd June 2014, new state was created. So 1956 State Reorganization Act. Merger later gave rise to regional discontent and Mulki agitations. So Mulki agitations eventually became the precursor of Telangana movement. I'll discuss that in the history. What is Mulki agitation? 29 states Telangana became. Now in the learning content I did not teach you that which number of state it was. So in the questions you have to do it. 29 state. 2nd June 2014 it was created. First Chief Minister of Telangana, Chandrasekhar Rao, KCR he is known as first Chief Minister. He is from Telangana Rashtra Samiti. Hyderabad was designated as capital of Telangana and joint capital of Andhra Pradesh for not exceeding 10 years. State Reorganization Commission was appointed in 1956. What was the recommendation given by State Reorganization Commission? Merger of Marathi speaking region of Bombay state and Kannada speaking region with Mysore state. Disintegration of Hyderabad state. Marathi speaking should go to Bombay state, Kannada should go to Mysore state. Now we call it Karnataka, and then Telugu speaking will be Telangana region will be this. That is State Reorganization Commission. Major concern of people of Telangana. Fear of economically, educationally dominated by more advanced coastal. So in Andhra, why people wanted Telangana, people wanted separate state, because they believe that coastal Andhra is more developed than hinterland, I mean inside Andhra Rayalaseema area where Nizam used to rule, right? So that was the main reason. So what did State Reorganization Commission finally recommend? So it was like formation of Telangana as separate Hyderabad state with possibility of future unification after approval 2/3 of legislature. So Telangana should initially remain separate state. Unification of Andhra could take place after 1961 general election. That is what it was said. But we will discuss that in history in detail. First gain movement, early phase of Telangana movement. So Ilandu in Khammam district. Telangana movement became early phase in Ilandu. Yelandu it is called in Khammam district. Expanded into Polikela movement and later spread to university students by this. How many percentage of total geographical area of Andhra Pradesh? 41%. So it is not like, that is the reason we see that 13 districts and 10 districts. 13 go to Andhra Pradesh and 10 districts go to Telangana. Telangana, so Godavari river has 69% catchment area. Right, so Godavari and Krishna, this main region is like that. So friends, do all these questions, previous year question, and this is one of the lectures. and there are so many other such lectures you have to revise and you have to prepare well. Thank you.